When you move like continents, and especially like for somebody like me who has a family, you move with a family. The market sometimes is like a tricky situation. You need to support your family and everything, and you're new, you get a job, and that's everything you want at that time, right? And I remember, Shweta, at that time, I was like traveling in a bus. It was raining heavily. I can't forget that day. And I was like, "Hey, Shweta, this is like one of the first interviews in the country, and I made it. I got an offer letter instantly." And Shweta knew about the profile, so I couldn't like I couldn't like make up anything. We both knew what the profile was, and but I almost wanted to say yes, of course, because you want a job as soon as you land. But Shweta made me realize that you're made for leadership roles, Rishi. You need to wait. And now, when I look back, I think it was the right decision to make. And that was not just the one role which I said no to. I remember, I had a work experience in one of the banks back home, and within a couple of months, I had an offer from one of the top five banks here, and I said no to that bank as well, which was again very difficult. That's where like the professional things come in, right? As a newcomer, you don't know. There can be red flags. There can be like different things from the job postings which you never realize at the time when you're a new person in the country. All you want is like a job, and you feel safe and secure in terms of financial situation and all of that. But yeah, it's really amazing how things change. And then after that, the third job which I got, I finally took that. And Shweta told me, even this is not your final destination. You just need to carry on, and we'll and that's what actually happened, Shweta, right? And we just kept in touch, and you like showed me the right direction. And then here I am. Like, it's like been 1 year, and I've changed the job now. And it was funny. Like, I recently started this new job. My last previous organization, it was a very well-known public sector company. They didn't want to leave me. They still wanted to promote me, and they wanted to keep me for the long term. And it was like a tough decision to make, to leave them and tell them that I'm getting something better. And yeah, it took me a while, but then here I am now. I feel like I've adjusted to the country very well, and I've got a position wherein I have a team reporting to me. So I feel that all the years of experience that I brought in from back home, finally now that's like I'm doing something which I wanted to. And I feel like so happy that I rejected all those job offers that I got when I was new. Otherwise, I don't know what would I be doing right now. I had like less expectations at the time when I was applying, but when I like took your guidance and you told me, the kind like the thing, not even just in my resume. I think when I started getting interviews, I think I had the knowledge and experience, but it was just like how things work differently here, and how you trained me and told me how to bring out those things that you already have in yourself. Sometimes we self doubt, and we are not able to probably articulate what we already have in ourselves. So yeah, I think that was one of the things. And when I interviewed for this leadership role, I think it hit off instantly, and I had 3 or 4 rounds. And again, I mean, when I joined, I was like, "Is it done? Is it like already there? I'm already there." And yeah, I got the offer letter, and I could also negotiate my salary. I really wanted to, be into that six-figure bracket, and everything happened like so fast. And I was like, wow, within a year, I was like doubting myself, and I was not sure whether I want to invest in myself or not. But now when I look back, I would be like doing probably odd jobs still now if I hadn't invested in myself. Because sometimes you just need that kind of hand holding, because even if you have that in you, but you're new to a country, you don't have that experience in that environment. So you just need like somebody to look out for you, who can point you in the right direction. And I'm so glad I made that decision. And for people who are watching this, who are like just recently landed or coming in the next few months or year, uh, please think of this seriously. It's always a good thing to take professional help. It will always be very helpful, and you can like you would be surprised after a year or so that and you will be so thankful to make this decision. Just like myself, I'm like a living example in front of you right now. And it was just not for the duration of the program. Even after that, it was such a like beautiful relationship of a mentor and a mentee. We just kept in touch, and Shweta kept pointing me in the right direction always. And yeah, it's always nice to have that somebody looking out for you. and pointing you in the right direction. And you never know, you can. And the things like that you taught me, Shweta, networking, and putting it out there, what do you bring to the table, having them at hello. I remember all of those techniques, and that's
Having them at hello technique. Oh my God, I love it. Despite the fact, though, one thing you did not do it was change the picture. No matter how many times I said, change the picture, I'll get to it, I'll get to it. And this is an example. The picture sometimes on LinkedIn does not matter.
yeah.
The beautiful banner doesn't matter. What matters is the 7 C's of clarity, and are you competent enough to apply for this role? What are your thoughts on it? Does picture matter?
It definitely does, and I probably should have changed it, but I was like being just too lazy and occupied in all of the other stuff. But yes, picture does definitely matter. It's like the first impression that you make. And yeah, I just kept hustling, and that's what I would suggest to everybody who's watching this. Just keep trying, and this kind of professional support is very, very important, especially if you're moving into the new country, and it definitely helps you in the long run.